I'm Attorney Ramsey Bahrawy, and this is Your Money, Your Life. Are you becoming more forgetful? Do you have trouble recalling names or maintaining your train of thought? Do you refer to those events as a senior moment? Today our topic is the distinction between cognitive decline due to natural aging and Alzheimer's disease. Assisting me in this discussion is Marilyn Stasonis, registered nurse who for the past 30 years has served as an Alzheimer's specialist. In addition, she was instrumental in developing the first Alzheimer's Day program in Massachusetts. Thereafter, she worked with the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation in the development of Alzheimer's Day programs in the United States. And that's not all. Marilyn demonstrated her commitment to the care and treatment of people living with Alzheimer's disease by her membership in the Massachusetts Assisted Living Association, where she was involved in regulation review and policy development. Additionally, she's been a frequent invited speaker in many arenas on Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. Currently, Marilyn is the Director of Wellness and Memory Programs with the Northbridge Companies, a company providing the next generation of senior living. Marilyn, it's great to have you on the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so as I said in my open, today we're going to talk about the difference between normal age-related cognitive changes and something more serious, Alzheimer's disease. But before we get into that, could you talk about what is normal age-related cognitive change? What is that?
Well, I will tell you, Ramsey, even over the age of 20, our brains start to deteriorate a little bit, and there start to be changes. We're really at the height of our cognitive abilities in our 20s, and then it continues to change.
That early in our 20s?
In our 20s,
wow.
We've reached the peak
so
in our 20s.
So it's all downhill after that?
It's all downhill from there.
Okay.
But it's not so much downhill. We may lose the speed, but we gain more wisdom, is really what happens. When we think about having memory loss or having changes, we all start to worry and get concerned about it. And think when we can't remember names, or we lose our keys, or we can't remember where we parked our car in the parking lot.
Right. I'm guilty of that one.
I'm guilty of all three, actually. Okay. So we all get concerned that it's something greater. There are changes, and as you hit your 60s, 70s, and into your 80s, you decrease the ability to think as quickly, to do things as quickly, to recall things as quickly. But I will tell you that even though it may take a little longer period of time, the reality is that if you were to have someone do a test who was in the younger 20s and 30s and someone in their 80s, it may take them longer, but they could score just as well. Okay. Normal aging, we should not lose our ability to think clearly and to recall. It just takes a longer period of time, and yes, you know, we do have those moments where, you know, this afternoon I'll remember your name, and when I go home I'll probably be like, now his first name was what? And it's pretty normal. It's
pretty normal. Okay, so people, you know, you see this all the time at social functions or in coffee shops where people will be talking along, and all of a sudden they've run into a roadblock of some sort. They can't remember part of a story they want to tell, or they can't remember a name or some word that's on the tip of their tongue. They just can't pull that word out. And you're saying that's really pretty normal? That is pretty normal. When you talked about that word that they couldn't find, they may substitute another word for it that would take its place that's appropriate. Right. So that would be pretty normal. If they were to substitute a word that really didn't belong in the context, that would not be. Just like the rest of our bodies, as we age, our brains change. Although we all notice some occasional age-related slow thinking and memory loss, serious memory loss, confusion, language difficulties, and other major changes are not a normal part of aging. When the time comes for help, turn to a competent and compassionate physician who understands the effective treatments available to provide the best medical care. Also consider an assisted living community, such as Stonebridge, Burlington, for the right care at the right time. In closing, thanks to my guest, Marilyn, thank you for being on the program. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. And as always, thank you to you, our viewers, for watching Your Money, Your Life. My name is Attorney Ramsey Bahrawy, building your trust.